Welcome to Rockville 2014. Matt Pinfield backstage, fanfest.tv, hanging out with the guys in We Came as Romans. Great band. They're from like Troy, Michigan area, right? Like around there. Are you all from that town?
Yeah.
Yep, pretty much.
Did you kind of meet there in high school? Were you just into the same bands and start playing together? How did you? Well, I know you were part of a thing called This Emergency for a while, right?
Yeah.
So you had that band, right? Which is cool. So was that like more of the high school band, and like we were stepping out of high school, and then changed the name because
we were super young, and like you said, we were still in high school, and no idea what we were doing.
Yeah, well, that's always a good thing, though. It's kind of like, the good things come out of that, right?
Yeah, we kind of started figuring it out, and we were like, we need to change our name. And
yeah. No, that's cool. And you got a great name. And you guys have signed with Equal Vision. I love Steve Reddy and all those guys over there. Because I signed Cody and Cambria to Columbia and worked on that with Steve. And I love Steve and those guys. They're just
awesome.
the whole Equal Vision family. They're upstate New York. They're great. I love them.
They're great people.
Great label.
Sure.
Care about their artists. It's one of I worked with a lot of people over the years, and I got nothing but love for them. You know what I mean? And it's a lot. So that's why it's really cool. So what was that? How did you get signed there? Who did the A&R and signed you guys there?
Dan. Yeah.
Dan's the man. Dan found Coheed, and then I Dan was the one who found Coheed.
Yep.
And then I brought him to Columbia.
He tells stories about that.
He's got great stuff. Yeah, he does. How he found that cassette.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That was like our dream label back in, like you said, like those high school days when we were really small.
Which other bands did you like on the label at that time?
Well, growing up, Paul Troy was on it, Coheed was on it, and growing up, us being from Michigan, Chiodos was like the first kind of band out of Michigan to really like make it, and they were on Equal Vision. So us being like 16, we were like, we gotta sign to Equal Vision.
Yeah.
And it was always just a dream, and then we started writing better music, started touring, and it just worked out. Dan flew out to see us, and
he's a good A&R guy, man. That's the thing, and I love the fact that I worked with, I got to work on the Coheed thing with those guys, and then signed them to Columbia and did Apollo, and was even involved with them at the In Keeping Secret stage. And it was funny because even though it was and then it was upstream. I remember everything happening at the time and going to the shows, and plus, it's so funny. The reason why. Because I'm from Jersey, when I saw the Devil in Jersey City, and because I've lived in Jersey City before, and the Devil does exist there, you know what I mean? I was like, I got to check that song out. I saw it on Second Stage, Turbine Blade, and that's it, and the rest is history. But I love that label. You also worked with one of my very close friends. I used to hang out at his house in Marina Del Rey. I know he moved into a different place now, but John Feldman from Goldfinger produced your record. John is an incredible producer, working with everybody from the Used. I mean, the list goes on and on. Tell me about working with him, because, I would go to his house, like for a while when I lived in LA for a bit, even I'm from the Northeast, and I would go over, and he was actually recording like those Used tracks, like Taste of Ink and a box full of sharp objects, in like this side bedroom when you walk in the door. He had his drum set there, and the greatest picture of the Who is Kids, up behind the drum set. It had so much vibe, and but he's such a great producer and has an incredible ear. And so tell me about working with him. Did you like the stuff he did? Was it something you're like, we really want to work with John? How did that meeting come about?
I mean, it was great. It was obviously really intimidating going into him. I mean, you walk into his studio and there's just gold records everywhere.
Yeah, he's done something,
and the way that we wrote with him was different than the way we've written it completely in the past.
Yeah.
So it was kind of chaotic at first, but he reassured us, hey, trust the chaos.
Yeah.
It's going to come together.
Yeah. And organized chaos in the overall end product.
And that dude drinks more caffeine than anyone I've ever met in my life.
Oh, he does,
insane.
definitely.
I don't know how he's still alive.
He lived through the all the wildness we lived through over the early years. So, and he pounds, but he's he's amazing. He's got great energy.
Yep.
Goldfinger about to go out on the road again soon.
Yep.
So but he's a great producer, man. I'm glad. So did you feel like when you worked with him, it gave you guys even you learned to rethink the way you write and start writing song and structure it? Was that one of the things that you think he helped you with?
Yeah, it was crazy. The way that John's mind works, it works faster than everyone's, and he's always 2 steps ahead.
Yeah.
And so he thinks of all these great things before we do, and then we try it out, whether it's writing a song, writing a vocal pattern, anything, and we're like, that was actually insane.
Yeah.
We should probably, try it this way. We should probably try to think like someone that has this proven method that works for everything.
Yeah, I love John. Great guy, great friend. you know, it's funny. I was just out there, and I hung with Darren Pfeiffer, the drummer. You know, Finger. He's a great. You know, we do some things together. But John, I haven't seen in a while. I got to reach out to him.
Yeah,
the number's in the phone, so I got to give him a call. But
call him up.
Yeah, he's such a good dude.
He is.
But you know, and the new record. Tell me about the latest single is Ghosts, right? Is that what's your latest single right now? Is that the name of it?
We released like a few videos at the same time. We released a live video of Ghosts.
Yeah.
We made a music video for a song called Never Let Me Go.
Which is a good song, man.
We have a video out for Hope and Fade Away as well.
Yeah.
Trying to just really come at it from all angles. Because Ghost is a heavier song. Never Let Me Go is a more, radio rock friendly song. Just trying to cover all the bases.
All bases. That's cool. And what have your fans been saying about the tracks? Like, do you find people reacting to different songs that they love more? Or what is have you been surprised by which tracks your fans through Twitter and through your social networking, ones they react to the most? What have you kind of found?
In Europe, they love the new CD. It's like the loudest thing. And when we play our old stuff, they're like, okay. And then when the new stuff comes on, they're like, yeah. So it's like,
and that's good though. You know what?
Yeah, it's great.
There's nothing. You know what? It's better than the other way around. I always say. You know what I mean?
No, 100%.
And it's cool. And you know what? If they love the new one, they'll go back and hear the old stuff.
States too. It's cool. I mean, obviously our old songs get a good reaction here too, as we've been touring here for so long. But the new songs, I mean, the majority of our set right now is new songs, just because the reaction's been so good to them.
Yeah.
So I mean, why not give the fans what they want? So it's great. We get to push the new record and keep the fans happy at the same time.
Which is great, and it's fun because the songs are newer for you, so it's enjoyable. It's not enjoyable to play the old ones, but it's fresh, so it's like still doing it, doing it, which is really cool. Well, guys, listen, I want to thank you for hanging out and coming by. You got some people decided before: Dan, Steve, and John. You just got to go. Pinfield says what's up and says hello, because I love all those guys and got a real great history with them. So we came as Romans, everybody. Check them out. Welcome to Rockville 2014. It's fanpass.tv.